Ah, yes. So let's say you're fighting some dude and you slipped and fell. Now you're on the ground and he's still standing. Now the guy has a couple of options. One, he can kind of like try to jump on top of you on the ground, get on top and start pounding you, or do some jujitsu. Or he could stand up and he could try to stomp the crap out of you, kick you while you're on the ground, whatever he wants to do from a striking sense. So here are some awesome ways that you can deliver really powerful kicks from your back and how to use them to stand back up on your feet. I know we've gone over how to stand up in base and get back to a fight stance. So let's add a little attack from the ground. Now, when Tom is fighting me from here, sometimes guys will just like try to kick the crap out of you. One thing for sure, you want to have this arm up, this shin blocking some attacks. And I actually want to attack Tom's front kneecap with this leg. The way that I do that is I pull it in, chamber it up, I get my butt off the ground, I blast into his kneecap. If I can lock his leg out, great. If you bend the guy's knee back far enough and fast enough, you're gonna end the fight right there and possibly give the guy a limp for the rest of his life due to some destroyed ligaments in his knee. Most guys are going to back up real quick when they see that you're about to kick them in the knee, giving you just the amount of space and time that you need to stand back up to your feet. But I use that moment and that time that he's dealing with this, either like taking the kick, I pull that right back into my stand up and base. Now if I miss him or he moves out of the way, so I'm gonna kick you, Tom, you're gonna move out of the way, that's fine. It still gives me my moment to stand up and base. So that's cool. That's a good way to kick from the ground in order to stand up. Now there's another ground position or a position you can be in when you're on the ground. It's just kind of like a crab walk position, and you want to keep your head back and you always want to be ready to lock this up. But one of the things that I like from this position is that I have roundhouse kicks to any level of his body from either side. Nobody is expecting to be roundhouse when you're like crab walking in front of them, but you're able to deal massive damage from this position. Here's what you do. For the most part, if you're on your back, you're in this kind of position, blocking, protecting your face, ready to stand up and base at any point. You're gonna start from this position. You're gonna transfer into this position like a regular crab walk, which Boss Rudin also kind of says. He like shimmies around in this sometimes. I don't really stay here that much. You're gonna shift, swinging your arm back. This gets your body moving in that direction, and this arm is going to come up. So you can have momentum for your leg swing. Anytime you don't have the ground to push off of or you can't step into a kick, you're gonna have to use as much of your body as possible to kind of give it the effect you want. So I'm over here, my butt came off the ground, switch kick, okay? There you go. Okay, you can take these as a leg kick. Do you want to grab a suitcase pad, or?
No, this is good.
All right, you can imagine it to the leg. Stand up, we'll try to go higher. All right. Maybe for this one, I don't know, I'm gonna try to jump off my left foot a little bit. So, as long as you're ready to come down on it, you should be all right. That's good enough. Bottom line is get your body moving, snap your leg across. You can certainly knock somebody's wind out with this, if nothing else. Now really pay attention to my arm movements in this video. The left arm swinging back and going on the ground gets my body rotating in the same direction that I'm going to be kicking. So that starts to build momentum for my power as well. Also, my right hand and my right leg are going to be off the ground, so I need to have all of my weight on this side of my body anyhow. Now when I switch hands and I bring my right hand up, that's going to allow me to project my leg as well, because the harder I swing my right arm back, the faster and more powerfully my leg is going to project into the kick. So I'm telling you right now, without these boom arm movements, that roundhouse is not going to work well from the ground, or it'll work, but it's not going to take the dude out. You're not going to knock the shit out of his midsection or kick him in the head and put him to sleep. So practice that. This is going to take a little time, but you'll get it. Now the only kick that people really expect from this position is the traditional up kick thrown with the heel. There you go. Oh, that fucking hurts the elbow. Tommy's doing an up kick. Main thing that he does is he does a little like abdominal crunch to like load up his power, so his weight's on his upper back. Then from there he just blasts his hips forward, so you end up with like that same hip hopping style that you end up seeing in some of our jiu-jitsu. So like there's a little load process. Good. 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 Ah, yes. Sometimes people do that thing where they like flail their heels forward, but I don't really know how effective that is, and I'm far too vain for that crap, man. You will never see me flailing my legs around in hopes of hitting somebody standing over top of me. I just won't do it. I don't care if it works. It's not happening. Now you have an entire arsenal of attacks that you can throw from the ground when the other guy's standing up. So practice them and then start taking people out. Or ideally don't. Just don't even slip and fall on the ground. Be standing. Or if you just want to show this off for some reason, sit on your butt and kick somebody in the head. I don't know. It's up to you. On to the next video. In reality, like the fact that Mike is actually recording all the time is kind of going to eliminate our best shit. If you think about it. All like the funniest stuff that we got is when we're just bullshitting between lessons. Mike, you make us not funny.
Yeah, how does that make you feel as a person?
Yeah, I hope you feel good about yourself.
As a professional.
Sorry.
You're slaughtering the project.
We add you to the team, you just take us back.